Hi, Jack Hodgins, welcome back. It's my FPV time to fly. Weather's good, goggles are charged, batteries all done. Did that last night. Hoping today will be a good weather, good time to fly. It is 3 mile an hour wind speed. It's staying on my app on my phone. So it looks like a dry day basically. So she's all ready to roll. So now we're going to take her out to the field and we'll give it a go on the goggles and quad. So so have a look at this.
Confession that you're my obsession. You're pulsing through me. The blood is rushing and I am trusting you'll come save me. My knees are feeling weak. Your body's close to me. I want you to come to rescue.
There we have it, FPV, first time out, and took some quite large hits because I did skim the ground a few at a times, so it can take quite a bit of an impact. You can see it took up some mud there, and the camera's intact and it's still showing brilliantly. I need to upgrade the aerial because with the aerial up it keeps coming down, but I do lose, goes a bit fuzzy as it gets a bit too far away from me, which ain't very far, so I need to upgrade the aerial to maybe a clover leaf and do the same on the goggles. Apart from that, was actually not too bad. Wind speeds are 3 miles per hour, so it did cut a few bits of gust of wind because I'm still trying to get used to controlling this manually and flying without GPS, and it's quite difficult. And then using the goggles on top of that, it's a completely different new skills and experience to sort of do, and it is difficult. So now and again, I could hear the buzzing over my head, which means I was coming too far over, but because I'm looking through the goggles, I can't see myself below me. So I had to sort of take the goggles off to find out where it was and get it back in front of me and stuff. So in between taking goggles off, putting goggles back on again, wasn't too bad for my first time, but there's a lot of practice needs to be put in this. So I'm going to spend a lot of time on this and see if I can get really skilled at it. So on that's my first attempt for FPV with the Storm Racer. Hi, I just got back from flying FPV, and as you see from the footage, it's quite hard work. I found it quite difficult on the goggles to fly these because I'm still getting used to flying the quad itself. So you need a lot more practice in getting used to this. Once you've got this off to a T, then it's worth introducing the FPV goggles. But having these together, and I'm still trying to learn to fly the quad in manual mode, it was quite an experience. So I really need to get my skills up to get this going correctly, because I'm still not very good at hovering or flying low to the ground, because this stumbled and had it crashing and toppled over. So it took quite a big hit. Camera's still intact, body's all intact, didn't break any props at all, so it was quite robust it was. So I'm quite chuffed with that. It's got lots of dirt on the bottom there, needs cleaning off basically. And but the FPV goggles I recorded, did a recording on here as well, so recorded what I was actually doing, and I was actually from time to time putting the goggles up, checking where it was, putting the goggles down and flying again. But that was quite difficult, because this is completely flying. Once you learn to fly this, and you start flying with the goggles, it is completely different, because in theory, the goggles are taking away what you can see at your sides. So when you're looking in front of your head, you can see at least around you. The goggles, all that's taken away. So you literally, you like vision tunnel, you know, all you can see is what's in front. And that's quite hard, because I found this hovering over my head or buzzing over my head a few times, knowing it was way past me. But the goggles were still looking at it as if I was still sat on the field and flying within range, which wasn't. So I'd take the goggles off, quick look up, find where it was, and doing it. And also, when you got your goggles on, your eyes get used to the darkness. And when you take them off, your eyes take a while to refocus. And that time, you need to know where your quad is, because this was actually at one stage, altitude was going up and it wasn't stopping. Take the goggles off, and I was like panicking. Where is it gone? Where's it gone? And realised that once my eyes refocused, where it was in front of me. So it's a completely different experience to fly. So I need lots and lots of practice with this before I start practicing with this. So my tip basically is, you're going to buy a Storm Racer, buy manual mode, get flying in manual mode first. It will help you out flying all the other quads. Once you've got this off to a T and you can fly like 4 feet, 5 feet and keep that accuracy across the ground, or you know, you really get good, so you've got as good as driving basically. Then go for the goggles, because then add goggles afterwards. That's what I would recommend. So stay away from the goggles for a moment, practice and practice and practice. Once you've got that to a T, and you can start flying circuits, fly through buildings without worrying about hitting anything, and you can maintain speed and altitude, then great. The GPS version of this probably will be a lot more easier for first time flyers, but I would like to try and get good at this first, and I might buy the GPS version, see what the difference is, because GPS is lazy flying. So if you just want simply, I just want to get off the ground on FPV and get on with it, then you can get the Storm GPS version and then goggles, and you'll be good. No, I wouldn't recommend getting them together. So lots and lots of practice and goggles. So that's it for today. So I'm going to get some more flight time in, and hopefully the weather's good the next few days, and we can get out and about again, and I'll get some ones done on my Inspire, some of the Phantoms as well, and we'll do some techniques on flying and stuff like that. If anybody in the UK that's quite local to Surrey and got a Phantom or wants to buy a Phantom, wants to experience some practice flying, or somebody to teach you flying, give me a shout. I have a spare Phantom with no gimbal on it, so I can get you guys out on the field practicing that before you purchase your Phantom. So that's an offer I can give to you guys. As long as you live close to me or willing to travel to Surrey, we can book a day basically when it's a nice dry day out in the field, or if you live quite close to me, I can come to you. So as long as you're in like 15-20 mile drive time, I'm happy to come over to you guys and take you out and take your first time flying. So I'm happy to do that, and we'll video out so for other people to see. So until next time, have fun and speak to you soon. Cheers.